Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another real review. Where today it is another one of those special Jeff reviews where he tells me about a film that I haven't seen because we don't get those screenings out here. How you
Mhm.
doing, Jeff?
I'm doing okay. I'm still processing
This
my
is going to be a
feelings
shorter
towards this
review.
film.
It's going to be a
Yeah,
shorter review.
maybe. I mean, we'll see. Maybe I end up finding my feeling on it as we go. But yeah, I went and I got to go see Eddington, the fourth film from Ari Aster, of what did he do? He did Hereditary and Midsommar and Beau is Afraid. Hereditary now, the only one I haven't seen in the theater. Beau is Afraid. I was fortunate enough to be at the one night IMAX screening that they had done right before it came out. That was an experience. And now comes his fourth film, which is seemingly like his most straightforward kind of film. Um, and also one might say in its own weird ways it's the his most uncomfortable one, which
Really?
says a lot. Yes, because instead of this having to do with a cult of something watching to see if someone is going to be the next god or whatever of their little thing, and is it really evil or is it just mental illness framework of Hereditary, and or unlike a cult group kind of killing people off one by one, Wicker Man style in Midsommar, or the uncomfortableness of just everything that's going on with Beau is Afraid, which is just like, what if you were inside someone having an anxiety attack and you just see their perspective for 3 hours? Eddington is a film that takes place in late May into the summer of 2020. It takes place at the height of lockdown in a small New Mexico town where there's about 2,000 people that live there. And it is all about COVID and the pandemic. And, but it's through the lens of this guy who made those very uncomfortable movies. And he wants to remind everyone that there's nothing more uncomfortable for us to talk about, it seems, than that period of time. Um,
I already don't
yeah.
like this movie. I got no either. But what you just described, my interest in it from went like a 25% to a 0%.
Ugh,
I'm not
yeah.
trying to go back to that mindset.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. It's a way to describe it would be like anti-nostalgic. Like is and I think it's done that's like purposefully so too. Really anti-nostalgic. Like we're gonna be relying on like how we all collectively felt about that period. The positive and the negative about it. Like the oh hey, yeah, like remember when we all had to stock up on toilet paper. They don't really show that specifically, but like you remember when you had to wait in line outside of the grocery store to be allowed to go in because only so many people could go in at one time. You had to mask up. And there's like that idea, but then it's like, well, let's confront the most uncomfortable parts of those realities. And it becomes this story that has a bunch of different characters in it that all seem to be living in their own reality, which I mean, I I feel like if I describe it, it's going to sound ridiculous, but at the same time, like everything that people seem to do in this movie, for the most part, are things that you see happening in the real world in the last 5 years, where you're just like, this is absurd, this is insane, what is going on here, from all perspectives, and yet they're showing all of it and showing the absurdity of all of it, and also like the deeply uncomfortable, horrific nature of that kind of world that we kind of live in now. I am still kind of processing how to feel about it because it has a lot of, it's very, like I keep saying the word uncomfortable, but that's Ari Aster. It it left me feeling a little confused on how I'm supposed to feel about it. I'm not sure if it necessarily landed the plane because I'm not really sure what trip the plane was taking. So I'm a little mixed up on it. Um, Here's what I will say though. I think I liked it. That's a ringing endorsement, isn't it? I was captivated by it pretty much the whole way through. It is 2.5 hours, and it is about a bunch of shit that I genuinely don't want to watch and I don't want to think about. I don't want to like have to commentate on it and give my position on this stuff more. We're in like a world where anything you say about it now is like the worst possible position to someone else. And yeah, I barely touch. I haven't even touched on like what the story of the film is. There, it's about this small town in New Mexico where there's a clearly like average conservative guy who's the sheriff of this small town and played by Joaquin Phoenix. And then he decides that through a lot of different insecurities and the way he feels about how things are going on now and how unfair it is, he wants to now run for mayor against the incumbent, played by, excuse me, Pedro Pascal, who is a guy who's trying to enforce mandates, etc. But is he doing it because he believes in it, or is he doing it because of the thing that he might be able to benefit from? How much of it is like something that you should actually trust versus how much of it is just because someone's trying to make you do something? And it gets into the very weird, very messy area of what was right, wrong, and what should be more criticized about everything that we as a society kind of did during lockdown. So, what I will say, I liked all the performances. I think that Joaquin Phoenix is really good at portraying this like really anxious, cocky, full of himself, but also super pathetic um sheriff. Pedro Pascal just good as being the charismatic mayor. And I think that the most underutilized talent in the film are Emma Stone and Austin Butler. And oh, my cat's scratching me. Stop it. And I wish that they were in there more, could have built on their stuff to be a little more because they were really interesting things. I just wanted their bits to be a little more fleshed out. Uh, it's all over the place. It's really strange, but in a way that I don't know if I was expecting based on Beau's Afraid after Midsommar. I didn't really know what I was going to get from Ari Aster. He still knows how to command what's on camera. The movie looks great, shot by the great Darius Kanji, and the score is really good as well from Daniel Pemberton and Bobby Krilic. And I'm really I'm really digging that Ari Aster is at least trying to be confrontational about the kind of traumas that he feels he experienced, that other people experience, and how we can share that trauma. Um, like I said, I'm really kind of all over the place. It still hasn't really sat with me. It's not like something where I'm gonna walk out of like Jurassic World and be like, "Ah, man, I know exactly how I felt about that movie." This is one of those ones where it's like super layered with all sorts of stuff, whether it works or doesn't work. I just think it's not the kind of movie that can easily have a response formulated, a full review, rating, etc., right after it's done. Sometimes art needs time to sit in order for you to be able to tell how you feel about it. So, yeah,
But you did give me a rating.
I do have a rating right now. It is my least favorite Ari Aster film, and that's not a knock against it necessarily. Right now, I'm going to say like 3.5 out of 5. So there's a lot that I like about it. There's stuff I'm super mixed about, things I wish had been done better. It's another one of these cases where we live in an unsubtle world. So it's hard to portray different things without them seeming like they're just bringing to life the latest uh, joke that is being read off from Weekend Update on SNL, where they make up like a ridiculous scenario, but then like this world now, all those scenarios feel like it could actually happen. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I liked it. I definitely want to see it again in order to like get a better feel. I want to let it sit with me more. Maybe I'll like it more. Maybe I'll like it less, because I think this is one that, based on the way I was able to process it, this is one that I want to be able to talk to other people about more, who also have seen it, who maybe can articulate themselves better than I can. And I want to read more about other opinions. And this isn't to be like, oh, I want someone to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. It's more of a, I don't know necessarily how I feel based on a bunch of different things about it or how it sits with me. I want to be able to see if maybe someone else is able to more effectively verbalize what I'm actually feeling, which overall is positive. Just not as much of a rave as everything else. I know I'm a big Beau is Afraid defender, because
Unfortunately.
I love that movie, that batshit movie. Yeah, that's it.
All right, folks. That was Geoff's review on Eddington. Be sure to check out my review tomorrow on I Know What You Did Last Summer, the reboot, because apparently we're renaming reboots the same name as the originals now.
We've been doing it for 10 years. What are you talking about?
Listen, the only one I can remember doing that was Scream, so I'll be honest.
Scream, Halloween, Superman. I mean, Superman never really had a movie
Yeah, I
called
was about to say,
Superman,
it didn't
did
have,
it?
no, it didn't.
No,
It was
Superman the movie. That's right.
Yeah. So it's but again, it seems to be just with the horror franchises.
Yeah.
Still, that's what we're doing. But no, be sure to come back and check out that review. There won't be a Fantastic Four review, unfortunately. I have something. Or there might be one early in the evening on Thursday. I might go to like the first showtime available.
But we don't get these Disney screenings normally.
Not anymore. It's hit and miss whether or not I'm able to go to those. There is a screening, but I already had plans, so I am not going to check it out. So yeah, but I think what's the big release after Fantastic Four? The week after? Wasn't that Nobody 2?
Nobody 2, The Naked Gun.
Naked Gun, it's the first that it comes up. Yeah, so
yeah, Bad Guys 2. I don't know if you're getting a screening for that.
I don't know about that, but
I got a screening invite, but it's not going to mesh with my schedule. So
yeah, if I get a screening for Bad Guys 2, it meshes with my schedule. Might do it.
I like the first Bad Guys,
but The Naked Gun will probably be like the next one you see both of us again. But until then, folks, remember to like our sister channel, What Real Gaming. It's run by our partner, Taylor Cleek. His wrestling streams just started back up again. He's having fun with those. The second stream airs next week. So Tuesday, Turmoil. Come back next Tuesday and check that out. And yeah, till next time, signing off. I am Matt. That is Geoff. And this was another Real Review. We'll see you next time.